Welcome to the Rick Dollar Show podcast. Here's a guy who thought those voices in his head sounded familiar. Your host, Rick Dollar.
I'm ready.
Rick Dollar here for the Rick Dollar Show. And I am so happy to have Gabriel from Remedy Tree with me. I'm not even going to try, Gabriel, to say your last name, okay? I know it's kind of a thing now. I saw some people from IBMA trying to figure out how in the heck do I say this dude's last name. So it's like
one of those, those English words that look one way and they're pronounced completely different. It's pronounced avocado.
Avocado? You gotta be.
I'm kidding. Yeah, that's kind of a running joke. A lot of people just say avocado.
Yeah,
but I do love avocados too.
Oh, you do? Man, I had every time we eat Mexican somewhere, man, I'm like, my wife was like, "You're not gonna eat your avocado, right?" And I'm like, "No, I just can't stand the texture. It's like there's something there that's just messing with me. I don't know."
Did you see Soul Searchers, the movie we made?
I think so. I think I watched some of it
with Corey Walker and Harry Clark.
Yeah, Corey's great for stuff like that, man.
Yeah, that was hilarious. But at the end of the video, we looped in avocados in there because Eli Johnson and I had a running joke with avocados. So we looped in avocados into the movie, and at the end of the video, Harry Clark like chugs this avocado at Eli's butt, and it like blows up on his back. It's really funny. It's kind of like really niche content, but it's great. I think it's gonna age like fine wine, you know.
I'm with you, man. When I had when those guys came to when East Nash came to Savannah, and they played the Savannah Music Festival, we were backstage just goofing around, and they started putting on pirate regalia. So
oh really?
Yeah, before the camera started, and I was like, "What have I got myself into with these guys, man?" I mean,
yeah.
But we went through the whole thing, and they did this real deadpan thing, and I just did my normal stuff, and it just worked, you know. The whole time we were doing it, I was like, I don't care. This is just fun with these guys, you know. Especially
is that video out?
Oh yeah, it's out there. I think it's on our TikTok, if I can remember, the Rick Dollar Show TikTok. So
that's not the one where Harry's like spitting blood, right?
No, there was no blood involved.
You seen that one?
No.
Yeah, there's another interview where it's Harry and Corey. And by the end of the interview, Harry's coughing blood.
I could see that. That would work for him, you know?
Yeah, he ends up all bloody, and he's like, they're just ignoring the whole thing. It's great.
I know what you mean, man. Well, everything seems to be working good for you guys, by the way. IBMA looked like a blast for you. I mean, I'm looking up on stage there, and there's Billy Strings playing with you guys. Wow.
Billy didn't play with us.
What I saw, it looked like he was playing with you guys. But what amazes me is that you guys are making such a great name for yourself now. I mean, what's going on with you is new music, a new record deal. I mean, things are just rolling north for you, and I'm glad to see it.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of like really zeroing in on our focus on our musical goals.
Yeah.
And you pair that with a solid team, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Nathan Beaumont, he's been with us about 2 years, and Isaac joined us this year, so he's been with us close to a year. They're just great guys, and they've borrowed the vision, you know, and they're moving this forward. We're moving this forward as a team, you know, and that's the only way to do it if you're trying to break out regionally and nationally. You know, historically, Remedy Tree has been kind of a local band. We picked up whatever band members we could find. Some who have been great. They just weren't in a position in their life, in their career, where they could like give it their all, you know?
Exactly.
So I don't fault them or blame them at all, but you know, right now we found these guys that are like, they're hungry, they want to just get after it. And right now, you know, Remedy Tree is like the most active Florida bluegrass band, and I think we've really attracted two of the best pickers, if not the best pickers in Florida right now, that are just kind of ready to get out there, you know. So it's a combination of that, and we just, as years go by and I get older, I'm like, you know what? I need to stop giving this thing 100%. I need to give this thing 500%. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean, man. I was
Yeah.
I was like at the crossroads, man. I was sitting there and thinking, okay, all this is working okay. Then, you know, you get an email from iHeartRadio and all these people like that, and you're like, what? Somebody,
Yeah.
you know, somebody actually went on my YouTube channel and looked where we've been doing this for, you know, since 2016, and
Mm-hmm.
they're like, hey, we need this guy. So I woke
That's
up
it.
one morning and you know, I got an email. You're live on iHeartRadio. I was like, why?
Yeah.
How's that going on? But
I mean,
I'm not gonna fault them. I think they made a good choice.
yeah.
But
I mean, listen, I think people recognize when you just show up every day
yeah,
consistently, and then you're not just showing up with, you know, you're showing up with your heart and soul, you know, with everything you got, your best at that time,
yeah.
whatever that is. And people recognize that. They see what you're doing.
Mhm.
And when people are out there looking for, you know, the next best thing, they're going to find someone who's already, I guess, proven themselves with longevity, you know. And you know, we've been at this for a while, you've been at this for a while, and sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you just have to like just kind of put your head down and just work, do your thing,
Yeah.
stay consistent, don't ever stop. And then you look back and you realize, like, wow, we've actually made some progress here, you know?
Yeah, and the thing is, you're working so hard, you don't even notice that you're making the progress. You're like,
Yeah, exactly.
but when
And
you
you just have
start,
to love the work, you
that's
know? Because
right.
if you hate the work, it's going to be hell,
Oh my
obviously. You
dude,
got to love it.
there was a lot of times we started out doing NASCAR stuff, and dude, when you got to walk around, I mean, a NASCAR racetrack for, you know, 8-10 hours, and
Yeah.
you know, I can't really say much about the physical part of it for me, but you know, my camera guy, Tony Dean, he was like 6'6", and he weighed about, you know, probably 260, 270, huge guy. But when they saw Tony coming with the camera, they knew they were getting an interview, whether they wanted to or not, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Harvick almost peed on me one time, which is crazy. I was in the men's room and they were getting ready to start, and I guess he had to go to the bathroom. So he
Wow.
ran in and jumped into the stall next to me, and I was like, whoa, easy now. You know, I thought it was some drunk guy. And hopefully
Wow.
it wasn't. But you know, there's things that happen when you try to, when you're out there with your head down doing this every day. You have all kinds of crazy stuff go on. But
Yeah.
man, you know,
Absolutely.
what about this new music, brother? I'm loving what you're doing with you know, Mountain Fever. They're probably one of the most upcoming labels out there. I think with, you know, nothing against Mark. I loved Mark, but I think Amanda has a different mindset of what the future of this label should be. And so far, so good. I mean, you still got Aaron Ramsey there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's still doing the bulk of the mixing, or if not all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
Or
what a guy.
engineering and mixing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm stoked about it. You know, this new music's been cooking for, you know, since 2 years ago. You know, we signed in the beginning of 24. We went into the studio in the summer of 24. And then it usually takes about a year for all the singles to come out and everything to happen. So, you know, the album dropped just after summer of this year. And at this point, like we're already ready for the next one. So we're already in talks with them to start on the new one. And but it's interesting to see like this album is such a timestamp of where we were 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And some of it is older music, some of it is music we wrote for the album. It's all has this like it all has like a special place, you know. It's a great album. I'm really happy with it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, I see, and I say this a lot, I guess sometimes, but I actually saw some really good growth between the first time I ever heard your music and, we ran across each other. Things have changed.
Yeah.
But you're following your heart. You're following what you think is what you need to do. And who could fault you for that? I mean, that's exactly what we're all here for, you know?
Well, this is um a compliment to Amanda Cook and
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
her leadership there. I just had a conversation with her about the next album. I'm like, this is the kind of stuff we're doing. I mean, she's pretty much just like do your thing, you know? So I'm really excited about this next album because I'm not going to say it's a departure from Bluegrass. I think it's just kind of honestly, we're just cranking up our authenticity
Mm-hmm.
even more, and we're just doing more of what's just pouring out of us. This next album's a lot more of a collaboration, stylistically, and me and Nathan, the mandolin player, we're doing a lot more writing together.
That's good.
We already have like 6 songs that we know are going on the album, and some of them are grassy, some of them are, I guess, more towards like the jam grass, Americana, singer songwriter. So I think it's going to be a more broad album stylistically. I'm really excited about it. I feel like this first album we did with Mountain Fever was kind of like a foundation,
Sure.
and it really put like I told you the other day, like kind of stamped us into the bluegrass scene, and which I always dreamed of, like having a bluegrass band and a bluegrass album, bluegrass label. Um, and now we're just continuing on this kind of creative journey, and this next album, I think it'll be more explorative,
Mm-hmm.
to a certain extent, you know. That's why I'm most excited about.
That's good. It's always good to step into something that you've maybe always wanted to step into and thinking,
Yeah.
I can do this. No doubt
Mhm.
about it. I can do it. And then it starts coming, when it starts rolling through your head and you see things happening in front of you, dude, there's nothing better than that.
Yeah.
No matter
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah. I feel like we've seen a little bit of that. We weren't on Sirius before 25. We weren't on Sirius. We didn't have any movement on Spotify. None of that. And that's a lot due to being on the label, um, and just having a lot more like real exposure,
Mm-hmm.
opposed to just a very localized thing.
Yeah.
Um, so it's exciting. It's definitely like the first step to breaking out into a more regional national scene.
Yeah.
Um, so I think it's going well.
I think so. I mean, I think and I can only speak for me, but if you're starting to get movement on the national level like that, dude, that's a direction you want to go. But you're doing a lot of cool live stuff, man. I saw, where you played the station in with Jason Carter and
Yeah.
whoever else would jump up there that night. I'm sure that was a cool set of music, and I would have just about given my left arm to be there, you know?
Yeah, that was honestly the whole thing's been surreal. Like we decided to feature Jason on the album opposed to just having him as a musician in
Yeah.
the liner notes.
Yeah.
We wanted to kind of put him more up front, especially because he's going out on his own now.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of wanted to go more on a partnership level with him, and it's just humbling and crazy that he kind of digged the music when he was recording it, because he recorded separately in Nashville at the shed or whatever. Um, you know, and we asked him if he wanted to play Station In. He's like, yeah, if I'm in town, I'll totally do it.
Yeah.
So we had Jason play the songs that he recorded, and then we had Victor Furtado on clawhammer come in for the end, where we kind of go kind of like a cosmic old time feel.
Sure.
And I mean, we were in Cloud 9. I'd never been to Station Inn before, you know, and I've seen so many videos on Facebook or YouTube.
It's so tiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
You
but
look out
being
there,
being in the green room.
Yeah, that's little, or it was the last time I was there, man.
It's still small, yeah.
Boxes stacked in the corner.
But yeah, it was pretty awesome. That might have been the highlight of the whole album release tour, I think. Was a successful Station Inn show. We had a nice crowd, pretty much a full house. So yeah, that was pretty awesome, honestly.
I love it that the Station Inn is sort of like Randy's Old Time Pickin' Parlor down here in
yeah.
It has like a built-in crowd. People always know if there's a show at Randy's or there's a show at the Station Inn. They know that it's going to be good talent. So,
yeah.
You know, it's not going to be a bad night. You can just roll in there, grab a little bite to eat, and bam, your whole evening is set. But
yeah, you never know who's going to pop in there either.
Oh, I was at Randy's one day, man, and Steve Earle walked in, and I was like, all I heard was ding ding, the bell ring, and I looked over and I was like, man, that guy looks like Steve Earle. Wait a minute, that is Steve Earle. Do I say
nice.
Hi? Or do I, and at Randy's, these guys come in there because they can come in there and nobody bothers them.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, hey, how's it going, Steve? Saw you on the Opry the other night. Good job. That's it. Hey, where's Randy? He's in the back.
Yeah.
Working on a guitar. And I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and announce this while I got you on here. Okay. Randy Woods, Old Time Pickin' Parlor, and Randy Woods Guitars and Music are going to partner with the Rick Dollar Show podcast. We are constructing a podcast studio as I speak at Randy Woods Guitars. And anybody that plays there or anybody that wants to do a podcast there with me, that's exactly where we're going to be. So that's going to be, it's going to be kind of a cool deal. Podcasting, I think, is something that everybody should explore. You can put your feelings, your emotions, you can, whatever you're into, you can put it out there. And there's a million podcasts, but I love what we do with artists. People have something to say. I like to give them a platform to do it,
Yeah. No, it's a great idea. I mean, that's one reason I want to start one, just to have it.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt anything
at
all, man. That's great.
Who knows? Who cares if somebody hears it or not, too? It's like just the conversations, just kind of a cool way to learn to formulate your ideas and talk to different people. I mean, there's honestly no downside to it,
No, not really. I mean, I remember when COVID happened, and I remembered talking to my friend, back 2020, saying, hey, we should do like a podcast. And he was like, I don't know. It just seems like it's difficult, but it has gotten so easy to have a podcast now. So many platforms. I mean, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon Music, Google or Apple Podcasts. And I think, it grows every day. And then there's about 60 other ones that you can put on your phone and listen to a podcast. But, the reach can be incredibly good if you do it the right way. So,
2020 was was the time to start. I mean, that's when that's the craze that started. And it's almost been 6 years since then, which is nuts.
But my ideas started, gelling and all that stuff. And you'd have all these ideas. I had all these pieces of paper sitting around that I'd taken notes on, just every once in a while. And it still happens today. The juices flow when you're interested in doing something, that's just the way it works,
That's what we're going to be doing with the band. And, if you're watching this podcast, you're finding it out first, but,
here we go.
We're probably going to, not probably, I'm going to be launching a Patreon, like a soft launch, for the band. And one of the things we're going to have in there is just like the Remedy Tree podcast. We're just going to go on Discord and have the 4 screens, and we're just going to chat every week about stuff and post it on there. It's just extra content, but it's so easy to make.
Yeah, it's simple.
And there's, dude, if one of my favorite bands was doing that, I'd be on that. If East Nash or Billy Strings or whatever was just chatting it away on Discord, I'd want to be on that. I'd want to watch that. So I
don't want to see that.
I know we're not at that level, but at some point we will, and all that's going to be archived too. So,
but you can do that though. Anyway, it doesn't matter what level you think you're at now. Come on, Gabe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Give yourself a little bit of credit here.
Well, I was talking about the vlogs I've been making since over 10 years now.
Yeah.
There's not one there that has over 5,000 views, but I enjoy the process so much. And I enjoy when one person says, "Oh man, I watch every single one," and I'll do it for them, even if it's 5 people. Because I just love the process. I love doing it. And I love having, even our kids sometimes watch those videos, and it's like an upgraded version of a home video because it's all edited and there's cinematic stuff in there, So I love that. So I'm all about it.
Man, I remember when I was young, my dad had, he was got one of the first video cameras. I thought it was kind of funny, but we are still, my brother and I are still looking for those videos. We can't find them.
Oh yeah.
I would love to have those things, dude.
I had an old camcorder, and this is way back before me and Abby were dating.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go to this old time festival with my camcorder, and I was filming their band.
Oh, wow.
And I think I ended up recording over those videos because later on down the road, I was just filming other stuff, and you know how it is with cassette tapes, you just record right over. So I have a stack of cassettes. I need to go through them, and kind of see what's in there because there's some old stuff in there.
Yeah, I can imagine. Might want to put the kids to bed before you do that too. But anyway, well, man, I'm tickled to death about everything going on with you guys. And I don't know if I answered your poll on camera earlier, but you had a poll that you put out on Facebook I saw today, and you gave a choice of that you have to destroy one of these 3 things in order to live your life. So the first one was bluegrass, so that's not going to happen for me. Number 2 is old time music. Can't do that because that's what I grew up with. And my good looks would be number 3. Yeah, they're already gone. So anyway.
Yeah.
You want to answer that poll there, young man?
Yeah, this is very controversial.
Yeah.
But I'll have to, I'm going to do this because I am confident that Bill will come out of his grave and recreate what he did.
Oh, so sure, man.
Because you can't have bluegrass without old time music.
I know. They go.
So if you destroy bluegrass, it will come back because old time's still there. You got Irish music and blues and rock. It's all still there. So Bill would come out from his grave and recreate it from scratch. And I can't destroy my good looks because that would just be an insult to my mom and dad, So.
And Abby would get really pissed off.
I love bluegrass, but I just trust that Bill would come back and build it back up. It's a sacrifice.
Even if it wasn't Bill Monroe, it would be somebody. I mean, I'm telling
It would be somebody, yeah.
Oh my
But just
God.
imagine that.
Well, just think about though, I understand that, he did everything that he did, but I'm so happy to see how things are changing. Younger generations are coming up, but then, and I hate to keep saying this, but you go to a Billy String show. I did. I got like 3-night tickets here in Savannah, and every night was different music.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
crazy.
he didn't play anything twice, and I was shocked. And I was also happy to see all of the same people come down there. It was like a family get together. So these people are following him around like they did Ed, and which is great. But
he's really captivated
he has run
the Dead movement. Like
people,
and I feel like, I don't know if this is true, but like there must have been a lot of people kind of homeless. You got like the Panic fans and the Fish fans and the Mo fans and all this, because the Jamgrass scene is so loyal. I mean, they gravitate towards the band and they'll die for this band, And Billy did something with, blending metal and bluegrass and the jam elements. He just attracted this group of people, and I mean, they're with him till he's dead. I mean, they will not, and they follow him everywhere. They're spending thousands of dollars just to be at a Billy Strings show, over every single weekend.
Yeah.
It's really amazing, honestly, that he's created this movement. And I think the best part of it is that Billy really knows how to grass.
Yeah, he does.
There's been a lot of bands out there, like, for example, like String Cheese Incident is an example. They're kind of a bluegrassy jam band, but when they go and they play a bluegrass song, it's not full bluegrass. When Billy goes to play bluegrass, he goes from metal or a full-on jam to like straight bluegrass 4-part harmonies. Like, he knows the core of the tradition.
Yeah.
And I think that's what really stands out to me, is like, you hear him talk about bluegrass, he knows it, he respects it, he studied it,
Yeah.
He's not just playing it as a gimmick. That's where he came from.
Absolutely. I mean, it's crazy though how this generation that we have now has embraced him. Not only that, for the jamgrass and maybe some of the metal that he plays, but they get to hear Little Maggie and stuff like that, all in the same 3 days that they're there. And if they're going to be there for 3 days, you're talking about thousands of dollars, dude. I mean,
and it's really revitalizing. It's like a trickle down effect, reviving the bluegrass scene, because out of those 25,000 fans in a stadium listening to him, there's a portion of those that never listened to bluegrass before. Now they're bluegrass fans. So when Billy leaves town, they're trying to find other places to hear bluegrass.
Sure.
And they're going to find my band. They're going to find East Nash. They're going to find all these smaller bands that have that flavor that they're like craving. Now that they heard it, they got to hear some more of it.
Exactly.
So he's just like watering the bluegrass scene. And that's why the haters, like, they don't even know what they're talking about, because like he's just watering the bluegrass field, and it's just thriving because of this ecosystem. Like, we've done a bluegrass or a Billy Strings after party for about 3 years in St. Augustine. I think we skipped a year, but I think it was last year or this year, I can't remember, but we were playing. It's a small venue in Sarbez in St. Augustine. It's about 150 cap. This place was packed with all the Billy fans. They were just pouring in. A lot of them just walk from the amphitheater, so it's about a mile or two walk. But I knew what was going to happen because I did it before. But Nathan, my band member, this was his first Billy Strings after party, and I told him to sing. What's that song called? Old Home Place.
Yeah.
So he's singing Old Home Place, and all these young people, all these college kids, they're all singing along to Old Home Place.
See, that's what I'm
And
telling you.
and Nathan was like, he was basically in tears. He's like, I can't believe I'm singing to like, a 25 to 35 demographic or younger, and everyone's singing along like it's like their favorite song, and it's all because of Billy.
That's it. That's right. Well, man, let me tell you something. I'm enjoying this a whole bunch, and we got to do it again.
Oh yeah.
All right, brother. All right, Rick Dollar here for the Rick Dollar Show podcast. And my guest today has been Gabriel from Remedy Tree. Check him out.
This has been the Rick Dollar Show podcast. The Rick Dollar Show podcast is produced by Radio Dog Productions. Theme music is written and performed by Jeremy Garrett at garrettgrass.com. The Rick Dollar Show podcast cannot be reproduced or rebroadcast without express written consent from Radio Dog Productions. I'm Kent Jones, and this has been a Radio Dog production.